Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. We are going to start our today's class where you have to pay attention at me, then you'll pay attention at me. Where you have to pay attention at your handout, then you can just do it there. Please just relax yourselves, and I need your 100% attention because I'll try my level best to give you the best tips for listening. So if you are attentive, then you can receive all those things. And basically, as I say this often, there is a mindset that you need when you are doing listening test. If you read the questions the way I'm going to read for you, I'm going to explain them how to read the questions. So if you yourself learn to read the questions like that and listen to the audio in that way, you can easily achieve very good bench score in IELTS. Right? So right now we are going to focus, we are going to investigate into each question, and these techniques will help you when you're going to solve other tests as well. Okay, test number 1, and by the way, this test is from Cambridge IELTS book number 13. This is the first test. I will share this book with you as well along with the audios, so you can take rest of the tests also. The first thing is, whenever you do section 1, you must read the title of the questions. And they have mentioned here cookery classes. Now, cookery in Punjabi is cookery. Yeah, okay, that means murgi, cookery, right? But over here, cookery means when they cook cookery, that becomes cookery, cookery classes. So we understand that they are going to talk about cooking classes. All you need to do, you need to switch on your imagination. Just think about cooking classes. You may have seen some cooking programs on TV or internet. So you can just switch on your imagination so that you understand the things better. So if someone wants to join cooking classes, someone wants to get admission in cooking classes, this is going to be all about that. The first thing. Because whenever you are listening, only one thing that helps you understand, and that is what we call imagination. If you do not imagine, many students complain, sir, when I do listening, I can't pay attention. Why? Because they do not imagine whatever they listen. So you should switch on your imagination. Everything you read, everything you listen, you should visualize it. Then you can understand better. After this, the most important thing is you should read how many words you are supposed to write for the answer. And they have mentioned here clearly one word and or a number. Now when they say one word and or, and means one word plus number, or means either one word or number. Okay, you should understand this thing very, very clearly. Word plus number, only word or only number. This is how you write. Okay, one example is done here, but last year they finished this example. Now the audio will start continuously. Otherwise, they used to play the example and all that. Question number 1, and by the way, you can see this table has 3 columns. The first column is cookery class, and there is only one question, right? The second column is focus. Focus means they will pay attention. For focus, they can use any word like that. And there are 3 questions. So this column is important. And the next column is other information. And there are 6 questions. Huh? No, all of them are important, equally important. I'm just saying the number of questions we have. Okay, so in other information, we've got 6 questions. Now, audio and questions, they will go in the same order all the time in IELTS listening. Now we do question number 1, focus. How to dash and cook. Now listen, cook is a verb. How to dash and cook. It means the answer is going to be a verb. For example, how to bake and cook. Right? How to bake and cook. How to buy and cook. Something like that. So the answer is going to be a verb, and this verb will come before cook or after cook. For example, if they say, in this course, it's not only about cooking, you will also learn how to bake. So if they say you will also learn how to bake, it means cook, and answer is going to be bake. Clear? I didn't receive any response from you. Are you? Okay, yeah? All right, good. Question number 2, other information. Small classes, they will speak about it. And always remember, they will use synonyms. For small classes, they might say that at the moment we have only 8 students in the class. It means it's a small class. Number 2, also offers dash classes. Now look here. Dash classes, it means it's the type of classes. And for classes, they can use the word lessons. They can use the word sessions, lessons. For example, if they say, and we also offer baking classes, or we also offer lessons on how to use the knife for baking. So it's going to be that. Question number 3, clients who return get a dash discount. Very, very simple. But you need to keep in mind one thing. There is always a trap waiting for you. The question is clients who return. If they say, we offer a 10% discount for everyone, is that the answer? No. The clients who return. So if they say, but if you come for another course, or if you come back to join another course, then we'll offer you 50% discount. So the answer will be? Okay, just like that. Never do this thing, okay, answer is percentage. Whatever comes, write it down blindly. Never do that. Okay, now, Bonds Cookery School. Second school is Bonds Cookery School. I will play the audio section by section so that you could do it peacefully. Food that is dash. Now, please listen to me. I understand. I have seen this type of question at various places. Food that is. Whenever they use the word that is in listening, it means the answer will come before food. For example, if they say delicious food, food that is delicious, right? In the audio they say, and we'll teach you how to cook delicious food, and you are waiting, that is, it will not come, right? Delicious food, food that is delicious. For example, spicy food, food that is spicy. Understand? Okay, very good. Now, next we've got includes recipe to strengthen your. Now they have some recipes, and these recipes will strengthen your ability or skill. Okay, they will tell us about it in the audio and you will write it down. Question number 6. They have a free dash every Thursday. It can be a free class, a free demo, a free lecture, a free seminar. I mean, just imagine cooking class. So it cannot be there a free something like that, okay? Question number 7. Cookery class, the dash center. Very simple. It's the name of the center. And always remember, in IELTS listening part 1, if there is going to be any unusual word, they will spell it for you. If the word is unusual, how do you spell that? And then they are going to spell that for you, okay? If the word is usual, then you have to write it on your own. The dash center, you can't miss it. They will tell you about it and you can write it. Now, focus, mainly dash food. It's the type of food, like mainly Asian food, mainly Chinese food, mainly vegetarian food, mainly whatever, right? So it's going to be the type of food. So this is how you have to read the questions. Never read the questions, the dash center, mainly food. What does that mean? I mean, you're just cheating yourself, wasting your time. You should read and understand. Question number 9. Located near the. Very simple, it's location. And near the means, for that they can use very close to, next to, beside, or anything like that. Then we've got question number 1, a special course in skills with a dash. A means the answer is going to be singular. A means the answer is going to be a noun, right? So they say a special course in skills with a dash is sometimes available. Skills with a dash, maybe they will teach you how to use something. So it can be a tool which is used in the kitchen, or anything like that. So this is what you need to do, but I'm afraid you'll have to do it all in 1 minute. I explained it to you, that's why it took me more time, but when you are reading it on your own, the way I read them to you, then you can easily do it in 1 minute time. Okay, now I play the audio and you have to answer questions 1 to 10.
Tourists are always welcome.
Oh, hi. I wanted to find out about cookery classes. I believe there are some one-day classes for tourists.
Well, they're open to everyone, but tourists are always welcome. Okay, let me give you some details of what's available. There are several classes. One very popular one is at the food studio.
The first cooking class is at the food studio. So studio has been written in the space. Now we shall begin. You should answer the questions as you listen, because you will not hear the recording a second time. Listen carefully and answer questions 1 to 6.
Hello, Tourist Information Centre. Mike speaking. How can I help you?
Oh, hi. I wanted to find out about cookery classes. I believe there are some one-day classes for tourists.
Well, they're open to everyone, but tourists are always welcome. Okay, let me give you some details of what's available. There are several classes. One very popular one is at the food studio.
Okay.
They focus on seasonal products, and as well as teaching you how to cook them, they also show you how to choose them.
Right, that sounds good. How big are the classes?
I'm not sure exactly, but they'll be quite small.
And could I get a private lesson there?
I think so. Let me check. Yes, they do offer those. Though, in fact, most of the people who attend the classes find it a nice way of getting to know one another.
I suppose it must be, yes.
And this company has a special deal for clients where they offer a discount of 20% if you return for a further class.
Okay, but you said there were several classes.
That's right. Another one you might be interested in is Bond's Cookery School. They're quite new. They just opened 6 months ago, but I've heard good things about them. They concentrate on teaching you to prepare healthy food, and they have quite a lot of specialist staff.
So, is that food for people on a diet and things like that? I don't know if I'd be interested in that.
Well, I don't think they particularly focus on low-calorie diets or weight loss. It's more to do with recipes that look at specific needs, like including ingredients that will help build up your bones and make them stronger, that sort of thing.
I see. Well, I might be interested. I'm not sure. Do they have a website I could check?
Yes, just key in the name of the school, it'll come up. And if you want to know more about them, every Thursday evening they have a lecture at the school. It's free, and you don't need to book or anything. Just turn up at 7:30. And that might give you an idea of whether you want to go to an actual class.
Now listen and answer questions 7 to 10.
Okay, there's one more place you might be interested in. That's got a rather strange name. It's called the Aretsa Centre. That's spelled A-R-R-E-T-S-A.
Okay.
They've got a very good reputation. They do a bit of meat and fish cookery, but they mostly specialise in vegetarian dishes.
Right. That's certainly an area I'd like to learn more about. I've got lots of friends who don't eat meat. In fact, I think I might have seen that school today. Is it just by the market?
That's right. So they don't have any problem getting their ingredients. They're right next door. And they also offer a special 2-hour course in how to use a knife. They cover all the different skills, buying them, sharpening, chopping techniques. It gets booked up quickly though, so you'd need to check it was available.
Right, well, thank you very much. I'll go and check that out.
That is the end of section 1. You now have half a minute to check your answers.
Okay, now let's check your answers. Question number 1. Choose. How did you spell choose? Double O or single O? Single O. See that? That's the wrong answer. Okay, so it should be with double O. C-H-O-O-S-E. Choose. Question number 2. Private. Exactly. They said private lessons. Right? So question number 2 is private. Question number 3. 20%. Now, how did you write 20%? 20? You can write the percentage sign, or you can write PERCENT as one word. Don't write PER space CENT. They will be two words. So percentage sign is excellent. Very good. Question number 4. Yeah, they said healthy food. So food that is healthy. Exactly. Question number 5. Bones. Very good. Exactly. Strengthen your bones and make them more strong, like that. Question number 6. Lectures. They said free lecture every Thursday. Right? So did you write singular or plural? Singular. It should be singular. Yeah. All right. Question number 7. Aretsa, and they spelled it and you were looking at him. Yeah, she said Aretsa and he looked, Aretsa what? And then immediately they spelled it. Did you write it or not? Thank God. Yeah, otherwise you could miss it. Never look around. They said Aretsa, he said, oh, hai ki cheez hai. And he looked there and at the same time he spelled it. So in your IELTS listening test, don't peek around. Don't see what is she doing or what is he doing and who is that guy over there, like that. Okay, just mind your own business. Full concentration on your listening test. Yeah. Okay, question number 8. Vegetarian. Exactly. And they use the word mainly vegetarian and all that. Question number 9. Yes, near the market. Are you located near the market or next to the market? Something like that. So market will be the answer. And question number 10. Knife. Very good. This is good. So I'll send you this audio. You can practice this test as well, right?